At my college graduation, my mother said, "You're nothing but a disappointment. Go live with your disgusting father." I said, "Okay," and cut all contact. 5 years later, I bought my dad his dream car. They showed up the next day. I graduated with a computer science degree from state school. Nothing fancy, but I was proud. My dad drove 4 hours in his beat-up 2003 Honda that rattled over 45 miles per hour. He couldn't afford the gas, but he came anyway with a disposable camera because his phone was too old. My mom arrived in her Mercedes with my siblings Sarah and Mike. The divorce had been ugly. She'd spent 2 years making sure everyone knew it was entirely Dad's fault. At graduation, we tried taking family photos. That's when Mom snapped. "Why are we pretending this is some big accomplishment?" she said loud enough for people to stare. "A computer science degree you'll probably never use. Just like your father. Big dreams that never amount to anything. You're exactly like him. No ambition, no drive." Sarah nodded along. Mike stared at the ground, but didn't disagree. 4 years of us supporting you, and this is what we get? You'll be living in some basement playing video games within 6 months? Sarah actually laughed. He'll be 30 and still asking Mom for money. Mom looked satisfied. "I'm done pretending you'll be anything more than a disappointment. Go live with your disgusting father in his pathetic apartment. You two losers deserve each other." I looked at Dad, completely defeated, not even defending himself. Something clicked. I was just tired. "Okay," I said. Mom's face went confused. But I was done. I walked to Dad. "Ready to go?" We left. That night I blocked them all. Social media, phone numbers, everything. The next months were the best I'd had in years. Got a job at a software company, and Dad and I fell into a routine. I started posting coding tutorials online. For months, nothing happened. Maybe 100 views per video. Dad would come home asking how the internet thing was going. Always encouraging. 6 months in, one video explaining Instagram's algorithm got 50,000 views overnight. Everything changed. Year 1, 100,000 followers. Year 2, quit my job, went full-time, moved us into a nice apartment. Year 3, 500,000 followers, launched my first coding course, sold 10,000 copies at $200 each. Year 4, hit 1 million followers, started a real company. Year 5, 3 million followers, bought us a house. For Dad's 63rd birthday last month, I had a plan. He'd been obsessed with Porsches since I was a kid. Knew every model, every spec. I found a 2023 Cayenne in Guards Red, his favorite color. Birthday morning, I drove us to the dealership. When I handed him the keys, he went white. "You can't be serious." Dead serious. Dad started crying right there in the showroom. "This is too much." "Dad, 5 years ago when everyone called me a disappointment, you believed in me. This isn't just a car. It's me saying thank you." 3 days later, Tuesday morning, I heard commotion outside. Mom's Mercedes, Sarah's BMW, Mike's truck, all in our driveway. Dad was washing the Porsche. They were standing around him talking at once. I went outside. Mom's angry expression melted into this huge fake smile. "There he is, my successful son. 3 million followers. Your own company. Beautiful house. We're so proud of you." I stepped back. "You called me a disappointment." "Oh, honey, graduation was stressful. I said things I didn't mean. You meant them. We all say things when we're emotional. That's how families are." I laughed. "When did you find out about the money?" They looked at each other. Dad spoke up. 3 days ago. Your cousin called asking if it was true you bought me an expensive car. 3 days after the Porsche and you show up. What a coincidence." "It's not like that," Mike said. "What's my favorite color, Sarah?" She blinked. "What? If you've missed me so much, what's my favorite color?" "My biggest fear?" "What am I allergic to?" Silence. "Dad, what's my favorite color?" "Navy blue." "You hate light blue." "Says it looks wishy-washy." "What am I allergic to?" "Shellfish." "Found out when you were 14. Spent 3 hours in the ER. Biggest fear? Heights. Won't even go on a ladder." Mom's face went pale. "You don't miss me. You missed the version that would share his success with the family that abandoned him. We didn't abandon you. You had 5 years to reach out. Instead, you showed up 3 days after learning about an $18,000 car." Finally, Mom exploded. "Fine, be stubborn, but don't come crying to us when you realize what you've thrown away." "What exactly should I be crying about?" They left. Mom slammed her car door so hard I thought the window might crack. Dad and I stood watching them disappear. "You okay?" "Yeah." "You?" He looked at the Porsche, then me. "I'm proud of you. Not because of the money, because you know your worth." I completely broke down crying right there in the driveway.